Now, more than 3 million people have left Ukraine since Russia's invasion began, and more than 2 million have been displaced within the country. That represents nearly 10% of Ukraine's entire population, all now seeking a new home away from their war-torn country or away from their city that is being bombarded. NBC News senior national correspondent Jay Gray joins us now from the border of Poland and Ukraine, where he has been bringing us just incredible reporting every morning. Jay, good to see you. So what is the situation like on the ground there today? Yesterday, when we came to you, there was an absolutely massive line that had formed in just the last few hours since before we came to you. What's it like today, and what are resources like in these border cities?
Yeah, a bit different today. And just to play off what Clint said, we're at the Przemyśl station. Well, we've got a train coming in from Odessa today, so people trying to escape there knowing that there is intense fighting that's been going on and that it's going to continue. But take a look around the train station. What you see that's different today, first blush, is the floor. You couldn't see the floor. There were so many people packed in this for so long. But we are still seeing constant motion here, and we are still seeing families that are coming in looking for safety. You asked about the resources. In this area, they're spent. They are in a place where they can't take in any more long-term refugees. And we're hearing the same in the two largest cities in Poland, Warsaw and Krakow. Now they've got room for people to come in and stay a couple of nights, get their breath and feet under them and figure out where they're going to go. What we're seeing more of today, and I find this interesting because an appeal's been made by the mayors of both Warsaw and Krakow, we're seeing more people from areas much further away. Finland, Italy, Spain. People that are showing up here and saying, I can take a family of 4, I can take 2 people, I have a place where 6 people can stay. I saw a sign on the wall saying, look, I'll pay for your airfare to Spain, get you here and set you up. And so they are getting that outside help that they desperately need. Again, I think we're at the point now, Savannah, where we're seeing the tail end of the first wave of refugees moving through. What the UN is telling us, what UNICEF has said, is that the second wave is going to be even bigger and that it is on the way and moving here pretty quickly.
Oh, my goodness, Jay. I mean, wow, that is just so heartening to hear, people coming from these countries so far away and offering to pay for airfare. Now, the numbers, of course, as I mentioned at the top of this exodus, they're just staggering. But let's talk about a really heartbreaking statistic. This is from a new report from UNICEF. Almost 1 child per second in Ukraine is becoming a refugee of this war. It really is. Is there any type of special service tailored to these children? We also know many of them are coming alone without their parents, either a father staying back behind or just being sent across the border to safety. What happens for them on the other side of this border?
It is stunning, and we have heard the same stories about kids who are coming across 11 years old with just notes pinned to their clothes saying, my dad and mom stayed behind to fight, and I have a relative here, or I need a place to stay. Every border crossing we go to, every place that we go to here has a specific area for mothers and children, and a spot where children can stay and be separated from the chaos that goes on out in the main areas here. They have also, in every stop we've been to, including this one, had areas for children where there are stuffed animals. And boy, that sounds like nothing, but it means the world to so many of these kids who are coming in. They've got spots where they can get candy, and there are people actively walking around handing out chocolate and suckers and things that really makes a child's face light up for a second as they come through. I want to say, though, and we've been all around the border areas here. There's not a single place I go that I don't see more children than adults. It's usually a mom with 2 or 3 children. We had a family here today with 5, including neighbors' kids, because their parents stayed behind. So the mom and an older daughter helped with the neighbors' kids to get them to safety. And those are the kind of stories you just hear repeatedly here. It's heartbreaking, but great to see them doing what they can to take care of these kids.
Oh, Jay, it is heartbreaking. These are people's sons and daughters, maybe a brother or a sister, now a refugee. It's just so tough to see. Jay, thank you so much. Great reporting.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.